Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're listening to KHTS 1220 and 98.1 FM. Happy New Year to everybody. We have our great guest host today. We also have our co-host, Miss Lindsay Mann, who's out of the country. I hope nobody knows that, but now everybody does. Lindsay Mann is out of the country. And we have our other co-host, Alex Grossman. And we have our guest host, Emily Barber. And you're listening to the Ask Brien radio show, and anyone who has not listened to the Ask Brien radio show, and I am a New Yorker, we are going to go over how do you spell Ask Brien, Mr. Engineer?
B-R-I-E-N, sir.
And what does the E stand for?
Excellence.
And what else?
Expert. Experience.
And we're missing one more.
Empathy.
You got it. He's trained well.
I've been trained from the master.
I've been training him.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. Very good.
So people that have never listened to the Ask Brien radio show, you're in for a treat. Basically, the Ask Brien radio show is part of the Ask Brien network, AskBrien.com. And the Ask Brien network basically is a network which teaches people something about business each and every week. So the Ask Brien radio show, we have a guest each week that'll teach you something about business, something that you can learn from on our show. The AskBrien.com network has two combinations. It has a combination of subscribers and users which are like-minded industry users. So, for instance, you may have a dry cleaner in Georgia and a dry cleaner in Hawaii, and they may have the same business issues that come up because they both own dry cleaners. The laws may be different from state to state, but they can ask and answer questions in the business community. And then we have experts. That's why we have what, Mr. Engineer? An E. Yes, he's looking at his phone, like many millennials do. He was looking at his phone. But the E is for experts on AskBrien.com. And in order to become an expert, you must qualify. Not everybody can become an expert. Generally, we look for 10,000 hours. Why do we do that? Well, we figure 40 hours a week, 50 weeks a year is 2,000 times 5. If you have 5 years experience in one area, one subject, you probably have a lot of experience, but that does not guarantee that you will become an expert. And we also have people that have maybe 1,000 hours, but guess what? They really have these genius minds that really have something extraordinary, and they will allow to become an expert. An expert on the Ask Brien network allows you to post videos, post ebooks, post blog posts, and schedule your webinars on our national webinar calendar so people can schedule a webinar on your specific subject. And now, without any further ado, A-D-I-E-U, that's a very difficult word to spell, we are going to start our show. Emily, welcome. So, I have a couple of questions for you. What is, let's start. What was your first business?
My first business.
And we're not talking about lemonade.
Yeah, no, definitely. I went to school for massage therapy in the Midwest, and once I got that certification, I started my own at-home massage business.
So, and then you're doing that for a while, and then something hit you in the...
Yeah, so I was doing that. I was also working for a plastic surgeon, and at the same time, I was nannying 4 boys. So I was working every hour in the day.
So you had nothing to do.
Nothing to do. With a deep passion for health and wellness. I was competing in fitness, Fitness America, Fitness Universe, and I just felt really stuck in my life. I felt like I was doing nothing but working and getting nowhere fast. I was like that hamster on the hamster wheel. And then a friend of mine introduced me to network marketing, which really opened my eyes, first of all, to a great product that can change lives, and then secondly, to a compensation structure that I felt like I could finally get paid what I was worth and create residual income.
So before we go any there, what is Fitness America?
Oh, it's a fitness pageant. I mean, I did it like 9 years ago. It's just like a I did it.
Well, you
'cause
must
I
have been
was
what,
bored.
10 by the
No, I was 23. Yeah.
Okay, so now you're doing all this, and somebody just introduced you to network marketing. So first of all, explain to people what network marketing is.
Yeah, absolutely. So what it is we're basically avoiding the middleman, the marketing arm. We're the marketing arm. So it's direct to consumer. So what it is for me, it's a health and wellness product that I consume, and then I share it with other people. Some of them are customers. Some of them decide to build the business, which then builds the network. And you get compensated for people consuming the product every single month. And then, where you make great wealth is by building teams of people and helping them also build a residual income.
So I don't want to get into a bad area here, but
No.
it's not pyramid, right? It's not a pyramid system. You have the person who brought you in. Now you bring in people. Do the people on top get residuals?
Yeah, and it's not a bad question or anything. We're in a different era than we were back in the day of the Amway days and just the way it was in the 80s where you had to go door to door. The compensation.
That's what our engineer does on off hours. He goes door to door.
He goes door to door. Yeah, I love door. It's great, but at any time you can outdo whoever brings you in. You know what I mean? So it's definitely an equal playing field for sure.
And are you only selling nutritional products?
Yes.
And are you still doing that today?
Yes.
And is that your main business today?
Absolutely.
Now, someone told me that you also do speaking. What is that about?
Yeah. So through the process of building my network marketing business, I learned how to speak. Right? Repetition is the mother of skill.
You can speak right now.
You're in front of the room all the time, and I just developed a deep passion for it on all different areas. So yes, I actually was just in Las Vegas speaking about how to have a breakthrough in life. So all different things.
And what was the organization you were doing that for?
It's called GoPro. So it's Eric.
Not the camera, right?
Not the camera. No. My great friend and mentor, Eric Worre, it's his event. And it's the worldwide of everyone in network marketing. It's like the event, but a lot of entrepreneur talk as well. He brings in people like Richard Branson, Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Lou Holtz was there, legendary Lou Holtz, Harvey McKay. So yeah.
Now Lou Holtz, you're talking about the football coach, right?
Yeah, he was
Now,
so funny.
I heard through the grapevine. Don't go crazy, people here. She's a Minnesota Viking fan, so I mean, we're gonna have to really roast her on that one.
No.
No. I'm okay with this one too. I'm okay with the Vikings on this one.
Whoa.
My
I guess there's
heart's
some
been
resist.
broken many times, many times.
I'm with you.
And it may be happening this weekend, but
No, but we always have hope.
let's have a bet.
We always.
I'm gonna have a $1 bet with
Oh,
you.
well,
I'm
okay.
taking the other team. You can take Minnesota.
Okay.
Can I do a double or nothing with you, Brian? I'll
I'm
take
gonna
that
make
bet.
it $3 then. All right, 2 from you, 1 from. I'm gonna have to send. Well, I don't want to say the person's name, but somebody out to come and collect. And if you don't, you know what he does, right?
Yes, sir.
And you do have very interesting kneecaps for now. Until I get to $2. And I am very confident that the Minnesota Vikings are going down.
No.
But going back to this event. So what type of people come to this event?
People that are hungry for change, they want to grow. They're currently building a business and they want to know what's going on today, market trends, people that are interested in the industry but maybe they don't quite believe in it yet. And then the biggest names in the industry are there to just sharpen their skills.
So is this promotional people or publicists or what?
Yeah, promotion people that all have their own businesses, different network marketing businesses.
Oh, but are these people that generally would have a one-man show, or
They're building teams, or that have a desire to build teams. Mm-hmm.
So, Brian, let me jump in real quick if I can. And hi, Emily.
Hi,
How are you?
Good.
how high can you
Good.
jump?
I can jump pretty high and pretty far,
'Cause you
and
jump
pretty
in.
often.
All right, go.
Well, Emily would teach me because she's got the fitness side of this thing. But Emily, I was going to ask you. So, you really are kind of an inspiration, right? And when we were talking before, you said you'd helped 150,000 people, which is a pretty incredible thing. But now you're talking a little bit about network marketing, and I think a lot of our audience being small business entrepreneurs, don't really get what network marketing is, because I think, again, you said, things that happened in the 80s and the 90s, a lot of things have changed. And, we live in a world of influencers, bloggers, network marketeers. I love calling them marketeers because it's like a musketeers, or a mouseketeer in my sense. But can you kind of define it a little, and how you see that, and how you think that's really changing? And, being a self-made person, I'll call you the self-made millionaire, which is a fantastic thing in today's world. How did this help you, and can you define kind of network marketing a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a beautiful question. And so many people are doing network marketing, and you're just not getting paid for it. It's word of mouth marketing, which I believe is the best marketing, depending on whatever business you have, whether it's real estate, dry cleaning, it doesn't matter. And so network marketing, basically there's tons of companies out there. I mean, the industry worldwide does about 331 billion. So whether they're selling essential oils, they're selling nutritional products, they're selling even insurance, there's all different types. And the thing is, there's all different companies, and you have to look at, what's the market trends, what's the leadership like, how long has the company been around. So basically, you partner with a company and a product that you truly believe in, and then you have the ability to build a business from that. Now, I'm a millennial, and I'm on my cell phone all the time, and I'm sharing things I love all the time. And so when I got introduced to this concept of network marketing, I thought, you know what? I absolutely love the products because I'm in the health and wellness space, and I'm so passionate about it. How amazing would it be to share this with other people and get compensated for it, and then in turn teach them how to also build a business, because I'm on my phone all the time. I'm already sharing what I love on Instagram. But why I love this is because it's not just I'm working an hour, I'm getting paid an hour. It's building true wealth. And I think most people, especially that are listening to this type of show, are very hard working people, but you're not always getting compensated for what you're worth. And so if someone like me, when I was presented this program when I was 23, I thought, gosh, you know what? Number one, I believe in the products anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and see what I can do with this. And so I started to share it with people that were in my, network. And then I started identifying who wants to really build a business and create financial freedom. And so I never really looked back. Made my first million by the time I was 26. But that's not the thing that I'm most pumped up about. It's that all these other people have had, physical transformations in their body, whether it's losing 10 pounds. I have a woman that's lost 100 pounds, and I have Olympic athletes on my team that are just consumers. They're literally consumers. But then I have also a large group of people that make an extra income, and that might be simply to pay off a student loan bill. It might be, for some people, to put food on the table, or it might be a group of my 6 or even 7-figure income earners that are all doing this, working from home, and also have other passions, other businesses. But collectively, we're just serving people, we're growing, and that's one thing for me. I didn't go to college. I didn't have a ton of great mentors growing up. I grew up with a single mom. We lived under paycheck to paycheck, and so when I got into this, I had mentors. I was on a team of people that were showing me the way. So it's a great place if you have an entrepreneur bone in your body to just get your feet wet, and for a low barrier to entry, which is incredible. Someone like me, when I started, there's no way I could have purchased a franchise or something of that nature. So
was it the system that helped you out, you think? And the fact that there was an actual system that you could follow, and just go A, B, C, and that's it.
Yes. Because otherwise it'd be way too overwhelming, and I wouldn't know how to do that. I didn't have business experience.
And did you have your own business, or were you recruiting others to become business owners? What was the main focus?
Both.
And these are for supplements?
Yeah.
And what type of supplements are we talking?
Like superfood. We have vegan. We have regular superfood, protein, meal replacement shakes, adaptogenic herbs, cleanse, vitamins, CBD, bone broth. We have children's nutrition. Very holistic health.
Now, go ahead.
I think it comes down to, again, doing what you love. Like you said, I mean, you're extremely enthusiastic and you're really on top of this. So, the health and wellness space is pretty crowded, right? I mean, you have to maintain your mental health, your physical health, but I think you love what you do, and that has a lot to do with really being in a business. I mean, if people don't love what they do, they really can't excel in it. Is that what you found as well?
100%. Absolutely. You've got to love what you do and believe in it. And yes, even if you love it, there's going to be really hard days that maybe you want to quit, but it's the passion that increases your vibration that in turn makes you successful. So absolutely.
And are you hooked up with like one specific brand, one specific company, or you can select anything?
Yeah. The company that I've been with for years it's called Isogenics.
Isogenics.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not like cryogenics where you freezing, the body, and so I'm going to see him in 5,000 years in a frozen ice box somewhere.
You want to spell that one for us too, because it's kind of
He's not
spelled a
even
little
listening.
funny, right?
Yeah,
I was talking about you.
Isagenix.
Come on, Peter. Come on.
And is that on your spell check, Alex?
It's absolutely perfect. Yes.
Now, how much money does somebody need to start a program like that?
We have programs from $5 a day all the way to $20 a day.
And for that $20, what are you getting?
You're getting meal replacement shakes, so 2 a day. You're getting bars. You're getting the vitamins. You're getting adaptogenic herbs. You're getting cleanse. So basically, you're replacing, like, if we went to Starbucks and spent how much on a sugar-filled drink that's going straight to your gut, it's about just under $4 per meal.
$3.85.
So you're just changing.
$3.85.
You're reallocating your spending. Essentially, is what you're doing.
How does it different than Jenny Craig or Nutrisystem?
Mm-hmm. The nutrients found in the shake. So we spend over $3 million a year testing our products, from the raw goods to the finished materials, because a lot of things that are out there have junk in them. They just do, like fake sugars, chemicals, and then you're putting that all in your body, wondering why you want to take a nap at 3 o'clock because you're filled with toxins. So that's really the difference. Is the scientific research with it and what we put in our products.
But don't other companies have scientific analysts and et cetera, and aren't they doing similar things?
100%. I mean, there's all different programs out there. I love that we're in peer-reviewed journals, and I'm just a realist. Like, see if it works for you. If not, no big deal. But it works for a lot of people.
And why does it work for a lot of people?
Because it's easy, and we live a crazy busy life. Whether you're a stay-at-home mom trying to raise 3 kids, or you're, a business person that's running all around the country, it's not even about not knowing what to do. I think we all know. It's the convenience factor that it can trip us up if we're not planned. And so it's so easy, whether you're in the car, on a plane, to have your nutrition right there. I know me, I travel all around the world, and this is just like I can focus, on just one meal a day, making healthy choices. I don't have to rely on like prepping a bunch of food, which that's where most people are going to fail.
And does this require refrigeration?
No.
So you can take it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You can take it to the desert.
You can. I've taken it to
Brian,
Africa
what are you
before.
trying to say there? What are you trying to say, Brian? When I take it
I
to
don't know,
desert,
but
right?
my engineer told me that I have 2 minutes left, and so I, told him that I have 2 minutes left. But he knows that I have 2 minutes left, right? So
Yes, sir.
I can add.
So Emily, let me ask you a question. You actually, you're young and enthusiastic about this, but myself, I've found that eating right, I mean, as much as people will tell you, it doesn't matter, eating right, it keeps you young, right? Isn't that what you found as well?
Yeah, 100%. As you age, your cells age, and when we honor our body and eat right and remove toxins and drink water and do the things, we're able to think clearly. We're able to have more confidence, bring more ideas to the world, 100%. And it does have a huge component of anti-aging, just fueling your body and balancing your body's alkalinity.
And are you engaged just in this business, or do you have other businesses?
Other businesses, yes, speaking, and I have a clothing line, and yeah.
So we're going to get into those businesses when we come back from our commercial break. Thank you very much.
Your building sign is essential to getting customers to your location. Feathers can help you get your business noticed. Feathers, now in a new, larger space with plenty of parking. They walk you through each phase of your project with special attention to detail and quality. Feathers will provide you with a sign that you can be proud of. Your sign will draw customers in instead of having them drive by. Visit Feathers online at feathersigns.com or go to Feathers' brand new, bigger location at 26017 Huntington Drive off Rye Canyon or call 298-9442.
If you have a business problem, if someone doesn't honor their agreement and you need an aggressive attorney with over 27 years experience, the law office of Peter Bronstein has helped partners resolve disputes, franchisees resolve disputes, and other business owners who have a challenge. Let the law office of Peter Bronstein take your stress away. Visit lacorporateattorney.com. Don't wait too long and lose your rights. Solve your business challenge problem today. Visit lacorporateattorney.com. We all know sometimes people lose their way. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, the Way Out Recovery SCV may have the answers you've been waiting for. The Way Out is the premier intensive outpatient treatment center serving Santa Clarita. Asking for help is the first step. Call The Way Out today, 661-296-4444. That's 296-4444 for a private free assessment. The Way Out is an accredited, affordable outpatient program that accepts most insurance. Call us at 661-296-4444 or check us out online at thewayoutrrecoveryscv.com. Quit battling with yourself. Ask The Way Out for help today.
Great healthcare just got easier and more convenient in Canyon Country. Facey Canyon Country is now open directly off the Soledad Canyon exit off the 14 freeway. The 37,000 square foot clinic houses Facey Medical Group primary care physicians, pediatricians, and specialists. Facey has easy 24/7 online appointment scheduling for PCPs and peds. For more information or to make an appointment, visit facey.com. That's FACEY.com.
You already know Salt Creek Grill has the best food in our valley. Well, now you can have Salt Creek's gourmet meals catered to your event.
I'm Greg Amsler, owner of Salt Creek Grill. I'd like to introduce you to a new level of catering, featuring our catering director, Tamara Levine.
Salt Creek Grill creates memorable experiences, which leaves our clients and guests with a sense of awe and excitement. From menu development to picturesque presentation, you'll enjoy culinary excellence and creative catering.
Salt Creek Grill, a new level of catering.
The end of the year is often the time to reflect on accomplishments and look forward to goals for the coming year. If your 2020 goals include advancing your career, learning something new, or working towards a degree or transfer to a 4-year university, College of the Canyons is where you want to be. Quick, convenient 5-week sessions begin January 6th, and there's still time to register. Visit canyons.edu/schedule now. You're going places with College of the Canyons.
Hometown, your hometown station.
Welcome back. You're listening to KHTS 1220 and 98.1 FM. Why do you go so low on that? You sort of took the volume down. What's going on?
So I was just bringing the music down as you were talking, sir. You know, just smooth transition, like
Well,
smooth criminal.
We have our co-host.
Alex Grossman,
No, that's not his name.
our co-host.
It could be.
Alex Grossman. Is that
That
better?
was the engineer
There we
trying to.
go.
The engineer was trying to
Impersonate.
impersonate me, but obviously he doesn't know how to do it. So we'll have to teach him in the next show. And our co-host.
Alex Grossman.
That's no.
You said co-host.
And our guest host.
Guest host. Emily Vavra.
Yes.
Well, you didn't say it right, but okay.
He said it right.
No, he's got to say that.
Oh.
He wants me to put a little more mustard on that one.
Okay.
A
little
lot
oomph.
more mustard on that. A lot more mustard. All right, so we're talking to Emily, and she was going over how she got started and how she created her own network marketing program, and she's doing a lot of things. So one of the things you mentioned on our break, which I had not heard about, you have a clothing line. So I want to go over that one.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Yeah.
Is it like this?
No, it's just swag. It's just sweatshirts for a lot of people that work out, crop sweatshirts, tank tops, titled Come As You Are. So the whole line is Come As You Are. It's a statement, because this is something, even in my network marketing business, I believe that's so successful is just having everyone, no matter what background you have come from, school, no school, black, white, gay, straight, doesn't matter. I truly believe that everyone should come as they are and fall in love with themselves. And this is just this is how I was raised. And so I made this clothing line called Come As You Are. And yeah, it's been good. It's fun.
So when did you start that?
Gosh, about a year ago.
And how are you selling that?
On a website, shopemilyvavra.com. Shameless plug.
Let's not be so shameless. Go ahead. Say that again.
Shopemilyvavra.com.
That's the website. Mm-hmm. And you can get shirts, sweats, sweaters.
Yeah, tank tops to wear the gym. It's just a beautiful statement.
And how did that idea come up?
Just that's how I live my life, and I want people to own who they are and fall in love with who they are. And when you believe that you're worth, when you believe your worth, that you show up in such a bigger way and not try to be somebody else. And yeah, that's how I came up with it. So.
And so you started that about a year ago.
So
approximately.
Can I ask a couple questions on that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
So some entrepreneurial questions on that. So, you're a serial entrepreneur now, right? You've done a number of different businesses. You had your very successful business working with Isogenics, right? That's really where you got going. But spinning off these things, how hard is that? I mean, a lot of our listeners are small businesses that are always looking to, spin off. I mean, we all have the friends and relatives that do the side hustle, right? Everybody's driving Uber. They're making some money on Lyft, or maybe they've got an Amazon business or something else. But, how did you go about being a network marketer that you are? How did you go about deciding, well, I'm going to put this website up and I'm going to spin this off and build this clothing line? Did you go to someone to have that done? Did you do that internally? How did you go about doing that?
Yeah, it's just something I wanted to do. Like, I want to do so many other things, and I'm going to do it. And everything in life is figure-outable. So I just knew, okay, when I go speak, I want people to be able to purchase something that is going to remind them of what I talked about, or, just to keep going after their dreams and being who God created them to be. And so basically, I mean, I went to my assistant and I'm like, go look up this stuff and figure it out and help me. And so, we found a brand that was in alignment with my brand in terms of quality, found someone to print it, and then, set up the distribution that way. And one thing I'll say to this is, because I have the funds and I built my network marketing business, it was able to fuel these other businesses, if that makes sense. Yeah, so just a trial and error. It's still trial and error.
So are you selling your clothing then to the people in your network marketing? Is that your main group?
I'm not trying to, no. It's people that follow me on social media. It's anybody and everybody. And
so there's a term that people are starting to use today called lifestyle entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And is that where you fall into, where it ties into your social, your presence helps sell it. It ties into everything you do. And do you consider yourself a lifestyle entrepreneur?
Absolutely.
Okay.
How about an influence marketing person?
Mm-hmm.
Because I consider it more to be influence marketing, whereby you've got a following and you're not using your group, but basically informing your group of other things that you can also offer.
100%.
And
most influencers do end up as lifestyle entrepreneurs, from what I've seen. Right? They have to have a way to take advantage of their brand. And this is just another way to brand yourself, right? We're all brand leaders. We run brands. That's what I used to do for a living for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And building a brand is one thing. Building your own brand is what a lifestyle entrepreneur does, if I understand it correctly.
Yeah, absolutely. You nailed it.
And your followers have come mostly through the network marketing have come through the nutritional program or through other sources, or what?
Speaking, just putting myself out there, adding value. Really, at the end of the day, I just want to add value to people's lives. And I have been through a lot, as all of us have on this line, and I just want to share and teach. And if it comes back to me, great. If not, no big deal. At the end of the day, literally why I work hard is so other people have the belief that they can do more, be more in this earth. And like, that's why I do what I do. And so having that mindset of just putting myself out there and adding more than people expect, I feel like that is truly what's helped me grow so much as a brand. Because all I want to do is help people, and I could care less what you think of me. And I just put myself out there, and,
So what one thing should listeners come away from by listening here today from you? What lesson could you teach them?
I would say get really quiet and take some time. Like yesterday, I took 2 hours by the ocean. Maybe some of you can't go by the ocean, but I did that, and I just journaled and really looked at 2020, and I made wrote the vision of where I want to go and why I want to go there. And on the other sheet I wrote what are the things that have to be in place right now to make these goals happen. But I just got really crystal clear, and I believe that's what all of us need to do. It's very noisy out there. You jump on social, you jump on Facebook, you jump on Instagram, and it's so overwhelming, even to somebody who's insanely disciplined like myself. And so you really need to take the time to search your mind, to search your heart, and say, what do I really want to do? And what gets me excited? And what's going to get me excited to wake up early and stay up late? And what's going to fire me up? What do I really want to do? And the only way to really figure that out is to get quiet, is to meditate, is to pray, is to not compare yourself to other people. And in that searching, you're going to find answers. And, it'll lead to other things, but the only way to grow and to do this is to take the first step. So it's like search, make a plan, and then act. And most people, they don't execute. And that's what you got to do. And you know what? It's scary.
Right.
And you're going to feel stupid at times, but you just got to move forward.
So I think it's just as you said. That's brilliant. And just as you said on the break, it's set your goals and then go achieve them. It's not good enough just to have a vision board, set those goals without going after them. You just have to sometimes step off the cliff and trust, right?
100%. And what I would say is find people that have gone before you that have done what you want to do. Find mentors. I have so many different mentors in my life for business. I have spiritual mentors, all different sorts of mentors that I would not be who I am today without them. And I believe that's why I've grown so fast, is because instead of trying to figure it all out on my own, I found these people, whether I can go to dinner with them or I have to watch them from afar on YouTube and study their material like a crazy person. Like, just seek it out and you'll find it, and it's going to help you grow so much faster.
And
absolutely.
Okay. So, question for you: if somebody wants to start with a vision board, many people can say, "Hey, this is what I want." Most people are going to write down. Unfortunately, in our society, most people are going to write down money. People are going to write down freedom, whatever, and they're going to have these things. But writing those things down, okay, and knowing that's where your end goal is, a lot of people know that. A lot of people come up to me every day with an idea, every day. But getting the idea and actually implementing the idea, which is the execution part, is a completely different concept.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take steps to get to your goal, take steps to execute, take steps to implement. And many, many people, that's, I think, where they have their problems. Their goal is, okay, I'm here, all right, and I want to go here, and I want to have this A, B, C, D.
Right.
But they don't know how to get from A to D. So what would you tell those people?
Yeah, absolutely. And everyone should have a vision board if you don't. I've been making one since I was 23, and every single quarter I evaluate it. Year I look at things of all different desires. Like I lived in Minnesota, and so badly did I wanted to live on the ocean because I was so sick of the Minnesota winters. So I had a picture of like the ocean on it. And then guess what? Now I live on the ocean. It's pretty cool, right? But how do you get to these end goals? And you know, you got to have the goal, but you gotta step back and have the plan to get to the goal, right? And so you break it down. Is this a 5-year plan? Like realistically, like I tell people that come into my business, I'm like, settle in for 5 years because it's going to take you 2 to 3 to learn the skills, you know. And I'm very realistic about that. People usually overestimate where they'll be in a year and wildly underestimate where they'll be in 5 years if they just don't quit.
Absolutely.
If they don't quit, yeah.
So Emily, let me ask you this as well, because I think it's so true. I mean, most people have this vision of start a business, something happens, something else happens, get rich, right? They just don't figure out what this something else happens in the middle is. And I see this all the time. You know, I see two things that happen to people constantly. Number one is they will all the time overestimate or underestimate what's required, and they just get lost, right? Mm-hmm. They get a little ADD, and you know, they look the other way. And Mr. Brien Johnson and I talk about this all the time. But the other thing is, and I have to ask you this on that. So in your career, did you just nail it perfectly, and that's what made you so successful, or did you pivot? Did you do what most of us have done, where you get in the middle and you go, or most of us that were successful entrepreneurs get in the middle and go, okay, this isn't working, or this is exactly what I wanted, right turn, left turn. How did it work for you?
Yeah, it's such a good question. So I think it was into my second year I wanted to quit a couple times because I felt like I was going so slow and people were coming in after me moving way faster. And I'm like, you start to naturally compare yourself. And yeah, so I actually was going to go get another job, like a regular job. And I actually did for a little bit working at a gym. And what started to happen was I became unemployable because I was clocking into this job and I was just like, I'm wasting so much time. I could build residual income. I could be doing this right now. So I almost had to have like the lowest of low of pain points to realize how bad do you really want this? And I wanted it so bad. So I pivoted and I started looking at what is happening in my daily activity. It all boils down to our daily activity. So I started to operate in a way of acting as if I invested millions of dollars into a business, even though I didn't. But I started treating it like a business instead of like a hobby, because obviously hobbies cost us money, you know. And so I started to have that daily discipline. And, you know, found that, you know, the secrets of success were found in my daily activity. So I started getting really clear on that. But then every level, I would say every level there's a new devil, right? And every level of my business, I've had to dig deeper to find a deeper why. At first, it was very selfish. It was, I want to be my own boss. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. It wasn't about world impact. It was about myself. But then as I grew over time, I had to find a deeper burning desire to keep going. So I did things like, you know, go to Uganda and, you know, work with little kids and see what life is really like over there. And that trip changed me from the inside out. I literally was like, I need to do so much more on this earth so I can give back so much more. And it caused me to just be awakened, to just work harder, work smarter, be more bold at those every levels. And so, you know, I think it's just finding a why and sticking to it and keep having it in front of you. Now today, it's like talking to people after the events I speak at and having, you know, them have tears in their eyes, telling me, hey, what you said really impacted me. Like, that drives me today. It's about impact, and it's about people, and it's about waking people up from their slumber and having little shots of electricity with those people, having those interactions with me is truly what keeps me in the game now. But at first, it was all about me, and it was all about just making money.
How did Uganda come up to this? It just, somebody must have inspired you. What happened?
It was a goal.
I know, but Uganda, I mean, it's not like, France or Japan or China or whatever. It just, Uganda's in the middle of Africa, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Something inspired you to go to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Yeah, I was speaking at a women's event in Las Vegas, and at these business events, we always talk about contribution, and just like my child foundation, Vivian is the founder. She came in and spoke, and I was like, women empowerment, they actually do a program, Maslow's hierarchy, like basically build it from the ground up.
Maslow's.
Yeah, so I was like, this is brilliant. And I was at a place where I'm like, I need something. I was at this place where I'm like, I just need something deeper right now. So that inspired me. And so I got involved, and I've spoken at their events. And again, like, when you travel the world, I hope all of our listeners get the chance to travel. You just see culture and people, and you just learn more than you'll ever learn in a book by seeing the world and seeing how people live. And you just become so grateful for your pillow. You become so grateful for a warm house, to eat good food, right? It's just, we all need to do it. I wish every human could go to a third world country, to be honest with you.
And going to how long were you there?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't really been to too many third world countries, although I did go on a safari in Tanzania.
Ooh,
I don't think that counts.
Safaris are amazing. Yeah, I've been to Cambodia as well. I mean, it's eye-opening. So
I've been to about 48 countries in the last 10 years.
Wow.
So I do travel once in a while.
Amazing.
But we're going to be taking a break in about a minute now. And so what is the website that people can go to for you to visit? Yeah,
well, I would say find me on Instagram, and then we can go from there. But it's just my name, Emily Vavra.
So spell that out for people.
EMILY, last name VAVRA.
Okay, and that is at emilyvavra.com.
One of my websites is shopemilyvavra.com. But just come find me on Instagram.
Okay, you can go find her, and then once you find her, we're going to be right back with some last-minute things.
$10,000 in taxes to the IRS or state. Call the trusted name in tax resolution, Anthem Tax Services. 866-630-2694.
Anthem saved me nearly $17,000 and settled my debt with the IRS for just $100.
We are ready to negotiate your tax debt and reach a settlement that makes sense for you. Call for a free consultation. 866-630-2694. 866-630-2694.
Live life juiced up at Juice It Up Valencia. Come in and try our great tasting smoothies, protein shakes, acai, and wheatgrass for your healthy lifestyle on the go. Also, enjoy our 10 flavors of tantalizing zinc frozen yogurt and selection of healthy toppings. Juice It Up Valencia is located at the corner of Newhall Ranch Road and Copper Hill Drive in the Office Depot Plaza. Open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. and Sundays from 8 until 8. And remember to live life juiced up at Juice It Up Valencia.
If you have a business problem, if someone doesn't honor their agreement and you need an aggressive attorney with over 27 years experience, the law office of Peter Bronstein has helped partners resolve disputes, franchisees resolve disputes, and other business owners who have a challenge. Let the law office of Peter Bronstein take your stress away. Visit lacorporateattorney.com. Don't wait too long and lose your rights. Solve your business challenge problem today. Visit lacorporateattorney.com. Why did Mercedes-Benz of Valencia win the Dealer of Excellence Award in 2019?
Because we strive to provide the most outstanding sales experience.
Mercedes-Benz of Valencia COO Chris Paz.
We know you have high expectations. Our stellar team will meet and exceed your expectations. That's why we were named Mercedes Best of the Best, placing us in the top 10% of all Mercedes dealers nationwide.
Find out how you can lease a new Mercedes for unbelievably low monthly payments. Details at mbzvalencia.com.
It's like no other station I've ever listened to. It's great.
Your hometown station.
welcome. You listen to KHTS 1220 and 98.1 FM. And now that I sung very, very soft. Well, that's great because you listen to Alex Grossman, our guest host, Alex.
How are you there, Mr. Brien Johnson? Woo!
I'm doing there.
I don't know what you had in that break, but whatever it was, it must have been good.
It was cafe from Starbucks.
Love it.
It was the $4 that I should have been spending on my nutritional supplement.
That's right.
And breaking up all the products around here. Oh, well,
Absolutely.
Who needs that one? I got one here. That's all fine. Anyway, our guest host, Emily, has some more information to pass along to our viewers so that our viewers can end up being in the place of Emily and being our guest host after they make lots and lots of what? Engineer, you don't know?
What's that, sir? Make lots of money?
No. Money is only an actual, you get money by doing certain things, but what do? You give back to the community, and when you give back to the community, you get 10 times overward.
Amen.
And money can come back, but that's only one item. That's just something you need to survive. Remember that.
Absolutely.
All right.
So good.
All right, we're back. So, Emily, before the break, we were talking about, so you have your clothing line, and you have the network marketing. How did you get into the speaking situation side of your business?
Mm-hmm. So I quickly realized in building my network marketing business, the person with a microphone at the front of the room makes the most money. So
I have a microphone. No.
And they usually have the most impact.
Wow.
So even though I was so scared and I was sweaty and I tripped over my words, I just did it. And I started in really small increments. So if there would be an event going on, I may open the room, I may take it for 10 minutes, and then, it's the Malcolm Gladwell 10,000 hours, right? Like I just started doing it more and more and more.
10,000 hours sounds like, yes, Brian.
And I found a love for it. And so, in building businesses, so much of it has to do with building us as people. And I just started creating content and writing talks and having so much fun with it, whether it's talking about how to get a breakthrough in life, social media. I mean, you name it. There's all these different things I love to talk about. And so I started to get asked, to do keynotes, smaller talks, and I just...
How about TED Talks?
I love it. No, I want to do a TED Talk, though.
We're going to have a special TED Talk episode in 2 months with Emily and Peter.
Yeah.
All right. TED will talk.
I'm all about it.
Alex, though, you might not be on that show. I don't know.
Oh, wow. Oh, no.
Because we're going to have Ted, so I don't know. We got Ted and Peter, and then Emily. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of people.
Almost as bad as when we, had 4 or 5 people on the show. Let me ask you a question. If you were only doing speaking, would you be able to survive?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. I believe so. But I love multiple streams of income, so why would I do that?
Now, you said you've met some people that are, have some influence, Richard Branson, Tony Robbins, the small guys. So my question to you is, you've met them. Have you spoken with them?
Mm-hmm.
Have you spoken with them at the same time, at the same event?
Not at the same event, yes. So, I followed Tony Robbins before. I've been before him. We've done multiple. Pitbull. I mean, yeah. The best of the best.
And so what did he talk about and what did you talk about that was different?
Oh, gosh. It depends on the event. Tony has his talks, whether he's doing his...
He's more inspirational is what I see.
Inspiration, but there is a lot of application as well, like changing your state and things like that. It really just depends. Like when I saw Pitbull at Eric Worre's event, oh, he's amazing. I mean, his story of perseverance and rejection in the industry that he's in is so cool. He would sing, and then he would talk. And then he would sing. I'm like, I wish I could. I wish I could do that.
But does he box like Rocky?
No,
that's just
not
me.
Quite. But the thing is, whether you're at an event and there's a massive docket of speakers, like we are all unique and we all have different stories, different skill sets, and so every person is so unique. And that's the thing. It's not about copying each other. In fact, you should never do that. It's about creating and being the vessel.
What's unique about you?
What's unique about me? Oh my gosh.
I
Wow,
asked the
put her
tough
on the
questions.
spot.
This is
Come on.
Ask Brien.
Oof.
It's like 60 minutes
you
of
know
Ask
what
Brien.
I'm very known for.
This is Brien asking you.
Okay,
Oh,
so what
sorry.
I'm known for is giving you a hug but punching you at the same time. That's
Sounds like my girlfriend.
so like I'll smack you with a dose of reality, but I will hug you and love you and make you believe that you can do it. And so I don't
Sounds like tough love.
I don't hold back. I am who I am. Take it or leave it. You know, I love style. I, you know, love being a glamour girl, but I also love working out. And I mean, I'm more of I guess you could say, an alpha female. And I don't back down from that. And I would also say what's unique about me, I'm a big person of faith, and I don't deviate from that, and I share that because it's a part of what makes me who I am. Yeah, and I just, like I said, I just don't care. Like I just do me, and I stay focused on just contribution, and I work on myself a lot. Not the same today as it was yesterday. Like it's just I'm on this pursuit of just bettering Emily, and I don't care what anybody else is doing. I'm just trying to get better myself.
All right, we only have 15 seconds left, so you're going to tell us, what is your vision?
My vision is to continue.
And it is 2020.
My vision for the next decade is to continue to evolve myself and to dive really deep into my soul and to create whatever God wants me to create on this planet.
Well, that was awesome. Ask Brien Radio Show is over and out. Da 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 da.